Hey guys, welcome back to the pod. Welcome to Real Talk. If you guys are new here, this is the podcast where we talk about everything and anything and just go through life together. Bestie boo, we're literally just like in the trenches together and learning how to be our best selves and glow up and love ourselves. And I just really love, can I just say, like, I read the comments on the pod all the time for fun, and it's like so cute to just like read how you guys feel about the podcast. Like, I get a lot of comments that are like, I felt more confident after watching the pod, or like, now I know how to love myself. And I'm just like, that is so crazy that like people actually watch this podcast and feel better about themselves. And like, it makes me want to cry every time I read like the comments. So yeah, if you're not following the pod, whatever you're watching this on, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, go follow the podcast. It's Real Talk Podcast, and rate it on Spotify if you're feeling fun, or Apple, or like the video on YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, today we're going to get into friendships and confidence. I kind of want to talk about both in this episode. I don't even know what I'm going to title it yet, but I feel like your friendships can really, 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 really affect how you feel about yourself. And so I kind of just want to do a whole episode on that and just talk to you guys about friendships, because I know they can be so confusing. Like, just growing up, you have this idea of what friendship should look like, but then some people do you dirty, or you'll meet people along the way where you're just like, oh, I didn't know that people could treat me like this. And it's really hard to navigate and figure out. So I just kind of want to tell you guys some of my stories and how you can pick the right friends so that you become the most confident version of yourself. Because the bottom line is, your confidence is made up of the people you surround yourself with. I know that sounds crazy, but say all your friends are like this toxic, insecure version of themselves, where maybe you guys make fun of other people, maybe you talk about other people a lot, and you know, it honestly can really affect how you feel about yourself. Because people who are toxic and insecure like that, whatever energy you surround yourself with will become you. And that's why you have to be so picky and just really be careful who you're friends with. And I think that's kind of where this episode stemmed from for me, and why I wanted to talk about this. I think you can't really talk about confidence without talking about the friends you're friends with. I don't think you can talk about confidence without breaking down the people that you surround yourself with, and your friends and the people you date. Because everyone you choose to be in your life is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. If you let people into your life who are toxic, who don't treat you well, it means that somewhere inside you, your self-worth is not where it should be, okay? It means that you think on some level that you deserve this type of treatment. Otherwise, you would just cut them out of your life. So before I get ahead of myself, I'm going to pull up my iPad, but that's kind of why I wanted to talk about all this stuff today. Y'all know I love my iPad, y'all. Oh my gosh. Wait, do I have to introduce you guys to a new member of the family? I don't know if this one was in the last epi or not. Guys, this is Moochie. Oh, she's a strawberry cow. Maybe it's a boy. I don't know. But I wanted one of these freaking cows. Oh, it's so cute, forever. I actually saw one at Whole Foods. If you're not watching the video version of the pod, by the way, you're probably so confused. I got a cow, a stuffed animal cow that is pink and white, and its name is Moochie. And I've wanted this cow for so long, and it's so funny because I just really wanted one when I first saw them at like Whole Foods. They're like these brown and white cute little cows. And I was like, I really want one. I didn't get it. And then recently I was walking in the freaking Valentine's Day section of CVS, and I saw this pink and white version of the cow that I loved at Whole Foods. And I was like, holy crap, I need it. And I just want to say, if you guys ever want to treat yourselves to something that you really love, do it. Because I was like so hesitant in the moment. I'm like, is that weird if I buy myself a Valentine's Day gift? And then I was like, wait, no, I love myself. Like, I literally love myself. And like, who else am I going to buy a present for? You know, honestly, being single is so fun, because this is a different topic. Being single is so fun because you can kind of just buy whatever you want for yourself. And it's like, oops, I'm treating my significant other, me. Anyway, this is Moochie. Love her. She's going to stay in the video. Why do I keep calling it her? I thought it was a boy, but I keep saying her. So we'll see. We'll see on that one. TBD. Comment down below if you like the name Moochie or what she should be named. Anyway, I also did a good old podcast outline on my iPad. I'm loving my iPad right now. It's my favorite thing ever. And I write all my podcast outlines in pink and I just love it. So without further ado, let's get into all the things I want to talk about today. Ugh. And I love you, Bestie Boo. That's the last thing I had to say. Okay, let's get into it. So, confidence secrets that no one tells you. All right. To be confident, you need to pick people who are also confident. I know that's a hot take, but you cannot be friends with people who are insecure and will slow you down. And listen, everyone has insecurities. I'm not saying your friends can't have insecurities. That is a completely different idea. I'm saying that the people who are insecure to the point where it comes out of them outwardly, they're talking bad about other people. Oh my gosh, bless me. They're talking bad about other people. They're talking bad about themselves. They're like the insecure version of themselves that just manifests into their personality and releases this negative energy into the world around them. Those are the type of people you want to avoid, okay? The type of people who are so insecure that they can't help but talk bad about other people and they can't help but constantly bring themselves down and bring other people down. That's the type of insecurity I'm saying to avoid. Everyone is going to have insecurities, and that's not the bad part. But when your friends are toxically insecure, those are the people that you need to stay away from. Because the truth of the matter is, everybody's energy will bleed into you that you surround yourself with. Everybody around you, their energy will rub off on you. Like, it is literally guaranteed. And that's why it's so important to be picky with who you're friends with, who you date, because literally it will affect whether you can be confident or not. If you surround yourself with people who are constantly bringing themselves down or constantly pointing out their flaws, like, oh, I hate my nose. I hate this about myself. I hate my forehead. I'm so stupid. Like, have this negative self-talk. It will literally train your brain to also think that way about yourself. And I know it doesn't feel like it because you're like, no, I'm my own person. But your subconscious is always listening. And the same way that affirmations make you feel more positive about yourself over time, hearing negative words and negative energy from people will make you feel worse about yourself over time. And you might not notice it at first, but it'll slowly creep into how you feel about yourself. And you'll wonder why you feel so down, so not yourself lately. And it's because the people around you have such a heavy impact on how you feel about yourself. Okay, Bestie Boo? So be picky. Do not be afraid to be picky about who you're friends with because they will affect so much of how you feel about yourself. And when you're surrounded by the wrong people, I promise you, you will know because you'll feel sunken all the time and it'll just feel like a weird, dull version of who you could be. And that's how you know you're not around the right people. Okay, period. Let's move on. Can we normalize distancing ourselves from the friends who don't actually get us? Normalize distancing yourself from the friends that don't actually see you. Okay? There are going to be some friendships where you become friends with this person and y'all click. They see who you are. They know your intentions just from being friends with you. You don't have to worry about them ever thinking you're a bad person because they just get you. They get your heart. They know where your intentions are. And those are like the most special friends. Okay? And then there's going to be friends who don't get you. And these are the ones who fight with you, gaslight you, treat you like crap. And those are just not the people you want to surround yourself with. And if your friends don't actually see your heart and see your intentions, then it's never a loss if you lose them. Okay? I think we should normalize being able to distance ourselves from friends who don't serve us, who don't get us. Because at the end of the day, if your friends don't get you, they never will. And they will always misunderstand you. And I don't know. I just feel like the friends that have stuck around and the friends that I love through the years and the friends that even if I'm not friends with them for a long time, we just clicked right away, are the ones that just get me. They just see my heart. They know my intentions with everything. Like, they just understand who I am to the core without me having to say anything. And that is like the most beautiful friendship there could be. And they're rare. Okay. So if you're sitting around and you're like, why don't I have good friends? Like, why are all my friends treating me like crap? Like, why do I not like the friendships I'm in? Give it time. Okay. I didn't find my people till I was like 21. Okay. I didn't find some of my best friends till I was literally like 21, 22. Like, and that's crazy because you think that like every friendship could be a best friendship that lasts, but it's normal to lose friendships along the way. It's normal to have phases with friends. And I think that we see that as like drama or like if you can't hold friendships, then there's something wrong with you. But I truly, truly feel that some friends are meant for just one phase of your life to teach you something. And some friends are just going to decide they don't want to be friends with you one day. And some friends are going to stick around for the long run. And some friends are going to meet one day and y'all will click like you've been friends for life. And all of it is normal. Like, I think all of that is normal. And distancing yourself from, okay, hold on. Distancing yourself from friends who no longer get you, who expect you to be some past version of yourself that they once knew, is okay. There are people who we become friends with early on, and when you change and you grow, either that friendship will grow with you or they will start to judge you. It goes one of two ways from my experience. And in my experience, the only people I've kept around are the ones that grow with me and don't judge me for my choices and actually are happy for me and want me to keep growing, and they're learning too and they're changing as a person too. Some people in life just don't want to change. They want to stay the same, and they also want you to stay the same. And when you change and you grow, it threatens them and it makes them feel insecure. And some people just can't handle that. And so when some friendships end, it's totally okay. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. It just means you guys outgrew each other. And to be your most confident self, I think you really need to be around the friendships that grow and change with you. Okay, period. I love that. Okay. Your friends should encourage you. I absolutely hate friends that make you feel like anything is embarrassing or cringy, or the friends who talk bad about other people that you know in real life. Oh my gosh, the friends that like literally will talk bad about people when y'all are just like alone. It icks me out so bad because I'm like, I know that you're going to say the same thing about me when you're with someone else, you know? And it's crazy because people just tell on themselves. Like, the people that want to talk bad and want to gossip will do that about you too. And I think that that's where you just cannot have people with that energy in your life. Your friends should encourage you. And if you have the type of friends who also shame you for trying to be you, they're like, that's embarrassing, that's cringe, that's, I don't like that. That was so cringe of her. Literally bye. Like, just say you're boring. It's okay to just say you're boring. It's okay to say you're insecure, you know? I feel like anyone who thinks things are embarrassing or cringe are just insecure about themselves and don't have the full courage to be themselves. Because when you're yourself and you have love for everybody and, you know, you don't feel the need to say these things about people, nothing is embarrassing or cringe when you are happy and confident in yourself. Because you're too focused on yourself and loving your life and loving the people around you to think anything is embarrassing or cringe. And everybody knows, every successful person knows that you have to be cringe to be somebody, to become confident, to be your full self. Everyone has to go through a cringe phase, okay? So if your friends make you feel bad for being yourself, or they say you're embarrassing or cringe, cut them out of your life. Do yourself a favor and distance from them, because it's not normal behavior to make someone feel like they can't be themselves, okay? It's not. And I just want you guys to know that, because it can feel like those people are always right, especially when you're in those situations where these are the only people you hang out with. Like, when it's your best friends and they feel like things are embarrassing or cringe, it feels like you have to change. But I promise you, when you find the right people in your life, they will never make you feel embarrassing or cringy. They will never make fun of you in a way that makes you scared to be yourself. They will never add to your insecurities. They will only hype you up. And those are like real friendships, but they're rare. And that's why I feel like it's not even normalized because I feel like it's almost normal to put up with bad behavior from friends, but you need to be picky, okay? You need to choose a good life for yourself that involves good people around you because you deserve that. Like, you literally deserve that. And I promise, if you're patient and you cut out the people that make you feel like crap about yourself, you will find the right people. But sometimes it takes time to find your people. Like, I think we just expect that we'll find our best friends instantly. And when you have chemistry with someone, they're supposed to be your best friend for life. And when you become friends with someone, you're supposed to be friends for years and years and years. And you'll never end that friendship. Like, that is like the standard. And it's not true at all. Okay. You're going to go through so many phases of friends before you find your people. And your people are going to be the ones that make you feel so good about being yourself and almost want you to be too extra. Like, the friends that want you to be the brightest version of yourself instead of trying to dim your light are your best friends. Those are your friends for life, okay? Because there's no judgment. There's no hate. There's none of that. Like, there's no pettiness. Like, friends that get you just get you, and it's easy. It's so easy. And you can make fun in like any situation, and it's just the best feeling ever. Another sign that your friends are good for you is that y'all have this like mutual respect for each other. And I think a lot of people don't think about this when it comes to friendships. We think about it when it comes to dating. Like, everybody is so picky when it comes to dating, but not their friendships. And I'm like, what? Because friendships are arguably the same importance, more important. Like, your friends are everything. That's the people that you pour your dreams into and spend your time with and like tell your biggest hopes to. And like, your friends are your chosen family, okay? So you need to pick people wisely. And these are the signs that they're good for you, okay? Number one, they get you. We've talked so much about that. Number two, you guys respect each other. That is so important, okay? You need to have friends that you look up to, that you want to be more like, because you're the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And if you're not surrounding yourself with people who are positive, who have dreams and goals and want to change and grow, and people that are funny and people that get your humor and people that are like smart and care about other people and care about growing, and those are the people that you want to surround yourself with, people you respect. And I respect my friends, and it's something that I've come to look for in all my friendships. I want to have respect for my friends. I want my friends to respect me. Like, it's the best feeling when you have friends that you just like look up to, and y'all are all like, oh my gosh, you're so cool. Like, feeling like that way about your friends is so cool. Being like, oh my God, they are so cool. Like, I love them, and I love them for their personalities and who they are. Like, that is the best feeling ever. So that's a big thing I look for. Number 3, it should feel easy. Friendships should not be hard. Friendships don't need to be hard ever. Okay? If you guys get each other, it should feel so easy. And I know I'm saying these things, and you might not feel that way about your current friends. I know when I was a teenager, like, I did not surround myself with the best people because I was bored or I was scared to be lonely. But when you have standards, I swear you get rewarded for having patience, like with the universe or something. Like, when you are patient and just wait for the right people to come into your life, they will. But if you stay in friendships that you are unhappy in, you're not making the room in your life for the right people to come in. And that's why you're so unhappy. When you find things in your friendships that you don't like and they're not fixable, you need to distance yourself from those people, because otherwise you will not be able to make room for people who actually will understand you and will be the right friends for you. And that's like so freaking important. Yeah. Okay. Next, reciprocated energy. Girl, do not be the bonus friend. The bonus friend is the friend that doesn't get added to all the group chats. The bonus friend is the one that doesn't get invited to everything. Don't be the bonus friend. Your friends and you should all prioritize each other, okay? And if you don't, if you feel left out, if you feel like you're not being valued in a friend group or like a friendship, that's not really your people. Like, your friends shouldn't make you feel excluded. It's so easy actually to not exclude anybody. And it's actually crazy. It's so easy to just not exclude people. So if you feel excluded in a friendship, it's on purpose, okay? Your friends are insecure or they're jealous, and you're not supposed to feel like that. You deserve better. I promise you. Just saying. Okay. The last sign that your friends are good for you is they push you to be better. Okay? That is so freaking important. Your friends should push you to be a better person. Oh my gosh, I love my friends. I feel like all my friends would keep me in check. They just push me to okay. They just push me to be better by being themselves. And that's like truly it. And it's just honestly the best feeling when you've been picky for years. Like at this point in my life, I've been picky for a couple years now, and I am just so quick to cut people out if they're not good for me. And I feel like now all the friends that I keep close and call my best friends are people that I genuinely like just look up to. And you will become the best version of yourself when you do this. Because if you want to be confident and this and that, and you're working on your confidence and you say your affirmations and you love yourself and this and that, but you surround yourself with people who are not good for you, you will always feel unhappy. And that's why this is so important. And I wanted to talk about it in this episode because holy crap, like it makes the biggest difference in your life. And I've noticed that when I'm around people that don't make me feel good, or I go to events where I know the scene is not gonna make me feel better about myself, like I always leave feeling sunken and not like me. And I think it's just really important to know what you value in a friendship so that you can be you really know when a friend is good for you, when you have these standards and you write them down and you're picky with your time and who you spend it with. And I just hope that you guys realize that your value and your worth is so important, and you deserve people who see your value and see your worth. Because if you have friendships where they don't see your worth, you start to not see your worth. And that's why friendships and confidence are like hand in hand. And yeah, I hope you guys got something out of this episode. And yeah, I know it's scary when you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be lonely. So you just are friends with whoever. But I promise you will be rewarded if you just stay patient, hang out alone, learn to not be afraid to be alone. And the right people will come into your life at the right time. And you will know they're the right people when you have these standards listed out and you know what you're looking for. I think we should normalize being as picky with your friends as we are with dating. Like, why are we so picky with dating and have like standards lists and this and that, and we don't do it for our friendships? Like, our friends are arguably the same or more important. Like, let's just be picky about it. Okay? That's what you deserve, bestie boo. See your worth and know that you don't deserve to be treated like crap, and you deserve people who understand you and get you. And that's all I wanted to say in this episode. I hope y'all loved this episode of the pod. I am going to be taking girl talk questions for the next epi, so make sure to leave them in the comments and follow and rate the podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, whatever you're watching this on. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow the podcast Instagram. It's Real Talk Podcast with 4 T's because everything was taken, unfortunately. So go follow the podcast Instagram. I always take my questions from there. And then follow me on Snapchat, Instagram. All my socials are just Niki_Patton. And I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next one. Let me know what y'all want to see. I'm really grateful for you guys, and the fam has grown so much in the past few months, and I'm just like in awe, and I love you guys, and you guys are my whole life. I love you, bestie boo. Have the best week ever, and be nice to yourself. Mwah.